Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending where in the world you are today. This is Wanayran Angerer from Moving Cultures, Women of the World, Talk and Act, and the Cultural Stopovers. We are so delightful and so happy to have a very exciting guest today. Her name is Rungsima, and she is from Thailand and is an enthusiastic of sustainability, eco-friendly initiatives. And she's going to tell you more about her life, her journey, her passions, and what keeps her going in these international and local causes that are impacting the world. So welcome, Rutsima.
Hello, and thank you for having me on your show. It's an honor.
Thank you for accepting the invitation to share with us your passions. We will be very happy to know how and why Rutsima is so passionate about eco-friendly and sustainability.
Right, then we have to go back to where it all started, like way back. I grew up in a family where sustainability or sustainable living lifestyle is the only way of life. So there's no other way for us. I was brought up with the grandmother and a mother who grew her own vegetables and fruits at the backyard. And my mom would sew her children's clothes. And as children, we were trained to do art and craft without using our hands. So it's naturally, and we learn how to use herb and kitchen ingredients as healing properties. So there's no other way for us. So that's it's sort of like it's in the blood, I guess. So and I think I'm very happy that I was brought up that way, and up till now we still keep practicing in the family, even though my mom is no longer with us. So other siblings are still like living the way she wanted us to live.
Rutsima, it's so amazing to see that organic life is an organic way of being. So you are really much into connection with the reality of your life and the reality of your surroundings. Why
Yes,
are you so much engaged into art besides all the sustainable and eco-friendly approach?
Okay. Well, that's another that we have to go back a little bit more then. I was trained when I was younger. I was in school. I was trained as a stage performer. So I was a dancer, and naturally, my first job, my first profession, was in the show business. So I was a dancer, singer, and actor. But my works were mainly on stage, and that's how I picked up the love of art, both visual art and performing arts. Um, and fast forward a little bit to 1996, like in 1996. But during the time I was working on in show business, I was also a freelance for several well-established magazines in Thailand. For example, L Fashion. I worked for them as an interior and photography stylist for oh, who else is here? That's my friend. Okay, so on fast forward to 1996, because of that job as an interior and photography stylist for several magazines, I landed another dream job as an editor of Our Decoration Thai edition. When the international network decided to launch the Thai edition to Thailand, the people I work with in the magazines will call for me. So and I was blessed and lucky. So I landed the job as the launching editor of Our Decoration. I stay as an editor for Our Decoration for about 16 years. That was a long time. So and after the 16 years as the editor, I was promoted as the managing director for Post International Publishing, which is the same company. I still was looking after our decoration, but also look after a few other international magazines, such as Mother Stewart Living and Science Illustrated, licensed from Sweden. And I launched Cycling Plus Thailand, licensed from the UK for the company as well. And the love of art and design, I think it grew on me during the time I was doing my job, as an editor at Our Decoration, because during that time, apart from curating the contents, which is the art and design contents for the magazine, I also organized exhibitions, events, like marketing events to support the sales of the magazine as well. So I get to see a lot of art pieces or travel the world to see art and design circles. So I think it grew on me like that. And since I was very young, I'm always interested in home decoration. So I think that's all like accumulated together to be what I do right now.
It's amazing how all the activities and all educational journey you have make you very holistic. Your approach of living and your approach to work is very much in harmony. And you actually project that also, and also I'm so happy that I met you. And when I see the beautiful flowers you post on your page, that also sent a message, it's not only about beauty, it's also about strength and about capacities. Tell me, how has been your journey as a female art curator in a male domain?
I don't feel that at all. I don't feel the issue at all. I think it's because, my own belief, I always believe in equality. And I treated my counterpart, the male counterpart, the way I believe. I think, they all picked up the vibe as well. So most of them, they treated me equally, even maybe even like nicely, because I believe that I treat them well. So and I respect them. So they respect me as well. So I never had that issue. Or on the other note, it's probably because I have a system. I also have my own personal system that I only go where the vibe is good. So if I detect some bad vibe or I don't know, something prickly, I just think that we don't need to confront that. We can avoid it. It's not necessary to confront that prickly vibration that coming toward us. So there's nothing that we can. We don't have anything to prove. That's the word. So I just believe that we go where the good vibe is, and then we will be fine.
Rungsima, once again, I definitely believe that your upbringing and also your capacity to connect with people and the environment give you the skills to also detect when a surrounding can be toxic or when a surrounding can be negative, and then that is a way for you to protect yourself. Have you been connected to traditions who also teach you more about that capacity?
Well, I do. I'm a Buddhist. But when I was younger, I was much younger. I was like the other youngsters that we are curious. We were curious, right? We before we started to practice, at least for my family, before we started to practice something seriously, like with wholeheartedly, we need to know, to understand it before we decided. And then I was blessed that my parents were very open-minded, so they didn't mind me going to church or going to the Buddhist temple or visit whatever religion domains that they allow me to. So I explore before when I was younger, and as I get older, I realize that Buddhism teaching is suitable for me. I don't know about any other people. I can't say on their behalf, but for me, for my lifestyle, I found out that Buddhism teaching is very suitable for me, and I started to meditate. I have very good teachers. All my friends, all my good friends who's I encountered through this path are all my good teachers. And so I meditate, and then sometimes I pray, but in my own way. I don't go to the temples or to the monastery very often, but my home is my sanctuary. My home is my temple. So I practice at home.
You keep sharing that aura of of understanding and also universality.
Yeah. Thank you. But I really like to thank you for asking this question, because I like to share with as many people as I can that in doing good deed or practicing whatever you believe, you don't really need to travel far. You have to, I think, the best way to do is just go inside. It's everything is inside you.
Very beautiful message, Rungsima. And this is exactly what we are looking for in this platform of moving cultures. That is about promoting unity and diversity, and that starts at home. Starts within yourself, and then it will spread to everybody else. And that will also give you a sense of peace, a sense of understanding, and a sense of commitment with others and the community. Let's talk about the understanding and the commitment with the community. You have been running several initiatives created by you. What can you tell us about that?
Well, I think for that, I need to start it as what I'm doing now. Lots of people would ask, what do you do? What are you these days? You're no longer an editor of the magazines anymore. So what I like to say is that I am a curator, because it's the term that I would prefer to use, because whatever I do right now it's the act of curating, selecting anything with care, with passion. And so like, for example, for my clients, and for my own brands, I curate art pieces, design objects, and even contents as well. Contents can be curated as well. For example, I'm currently involved as a content curator for a website, Bangkok 101, since August last year. And I also work as a project consultant, matching right people to the right job, right products for the right shop. But that's also an act of curating, right? And I also organize bespoke events and exhibitions, workshops, both for clients and for my own brands as well. And everything that I do in the past 6 years, ever since I left the corporate world, is always evolving around the same theme, which is sustainable living, which is also my passion. And it's not just my passion, it's actually my life. It's everyday life. That's what I do. So I don't know how to do any other thing. So yeah. And I think to make it more fun for you guys, should I show you some photos of the events that we've done in the past 6 years? I can't hear you. Shall I show the photos?
Yeah, and I want to give you the chair space, okay, so you can be able to. Okay, multiple. Okay. Okay, all participants can share. Okay. Okay. So let's see how is the chair with you? Do you see it? The share button?
Do I do? Okay.
There is a green button that says share screen.
Oh, the share screen.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, perfect.
Can you see it?
Yes, perfect. Very
Okay.
good.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay, so that's just an introduction. I have two brands. I have two brands, the Raw and Real, and Ray Curated. They are my own creations. And quickly, we are going through some of the concept that we are. This is our DNA. For Raw and Real, we are the curator of sustainable living and natural and organic products. And what we carry under Raw and Real is the healthy, preserved food and drinks, natural vitamins, supplements, and clean beauty products and personal care and home products. So that's the products side of it. And for the new Ray Curated, which was just conceived during the lockdown last year, it's another passion of mine, which is home decoration and art. So with Ray Curated, we will carry stylish items for your home, for your garden, for gift and collectibles. We even have like a special section for vintage and secondhand items as well. And hopefully the Ray Curated website will be up and running in the next 2 months, I hope. But right now, so we'll focus on the Raw and Real. Okay. See, this is some of the things we do. Raw and Real theme is totally 100%. Like I said, center on sustainable lifestyle. So we promote the message on sustainable living through organizing event, workshop, rituals. Well, it sounds like a witchcraft, but actually we are. We are. So we have some rituals as well, which I'll introduce it to you later. We have like lots of sustainable projects in the past 6 years. Our activities, like I said, we focus on natural wellness and sustainable living. And on this page that you might see on the screen, I was the key speaker for the Global Wellness Day in 2015. We organized workshops like mindful self-care workshop, introduction to Ayurveda for everyday living. And we have drum circle workshop. We organize workshop for children like flower arrangement, eco theme as well. And we also organize and manage organic pop-up market in several locations in the past. And this is one of our most popular workshops. It's called rhythmic therapy. On the top line, the photos that you see is from our drum circle workshop on Jaran Grung 30, Jaran Grung 30 at the Warehouse 30 I think it's 2018. And the bottom line is the yoga and rhythm weekend we organized in Phetchaburi for 35 corporate executives from Hong Kong. So they flew in to spend 3 days with us. And we organized this wellness, the holistic wellness activities for them, but not in a boring way. So we teach them to cook, and we have yoga in the morning, and we do journey dance and drum circle in the afternoon, and then we have like fine dining in the evening. So they have a lot of fun, and I hope they brought something back to their life, in Hong Kong as well. And this is the pop-up organic market we organized at the Warehouse 30, which is the complex, the community complex in Jaran Grung 30. As you can see that we have activities, we have food and beverage, and we also launched our eco cocktail bar at this market as well in 2018, which I will show you more later, because the theme of the eco cocktail bar is still ongoing. And this is the place that's called, it's a creative and commercial space. It's called the Warehouse 30 on Jaran Grung 30. The place is still existing, but I'm not with them anymore. I was very blessed, and I was lucky enough to be part of the launching team in 2017. And I believe in the project. So therefore, for the first time ever, we had our first raw and real store at the Warehouse 30. We stayed with this venue for about a year and a half. Later, we moved to Sukhumvit 31. And this is another big project that we did as a contributing programmer with Wonder Fruit Festival in Pattaya in 2018. Is an exhibition and workshops for 3 days, throughout the weekend with our team from Raw and Real. It's an exhibition called The Water is Life, the Bathing Rituals, which is the exhibition and the workshops about the healing power of nature and the healing property of water and the rituals from 3 different cultures: Thailand, India, and Hawaii. And we had lots of participants, like, from all around the world. And this is the class that I'm very proud of, because some of the students that attended our workshops, they are still in touch with us until these days. And this is another workshop that we did just right before COVID. It's the voice training workshop for health and happiness. And singing for us, we all know that singing brings joy. And I was a singer before doing all this. The voice training workshop, this is the purpose is for health and your mental health and your physical health, because singing brings joy always. But if trained properly with good instructor and with the proper breathing and correct posture, it will improve your health as well. And from this project, we also have together with my voice trainer. When I was young, I have a voice trainer who's been my teacher ever since until these days. We like the family members now. Her name is Kun Kru Kung Gamonwan. Together with Kun Kru Kung, we founded a group of young singer, a young swing choir, if you know the word. The swing choir group called A Million Dreams Junior Voice Corps. So Kun Kung's job is to train them, and my job is to create an event or an opportunity for them to perform. Or in short, in a nutshell, I have to find a gig for them to perform. So this is one of the activities that we did. And all these cannot be done by myself. So I believe in collaboration, and I always look for kindred partners to collaborate with. And like I said, curating is the key for me. The focus is to preserve the environment, send out the message to support the local community. And from now on, I'm going to show you some photos that will show you that sustainability can be super stylish. So this is one of the exhibition that we did in 2016. I collaborate with a young designer named Saran Yukdi. He has his own jewelry brand called Saran. So we organize and we put together these exhibitions as the highlight for Thailand Creative and Design Center in Chiang Mai, with the support of Jim Thompson, Lee Sawat, and Maison and Object Asia. So what I like to point it out is that, like I said, I always involved the sustainability theme into everything that I do, no matter how luxury or it is. Like for this one, is a design, art and design exhibition, but some of the products or of items featured in the exhibition, for example, the bangles, it was made from silk remnants and reclaimed teakwood, designed by Saran, supported by Jim Thompson. And the necklace and bracelets that designed by the young designer himself, it was made from upcycle fabric felt. It was the invention, his own invention, with the silver crafted by the silversmith from the local area. And the furniture, the round benches that you see on the photo, is made from natural silk with plantation teakwood. designed by the young designer Saran and supported by Dieselot. And of course, in every exhibition and everything that we do, part of the proceed goes to the charity foundation of our choice. Like this one, we made a lot of profit, and then we donated to the foundation of our choices. And this is another example of how to bring sustainable into a porch party. And I called it sustainable party decoration. We didn't spend a lot of money at all on this. So this is the opening party of an art exhibition at My Iem Contemporary Art Museum in Chiang Mai in 2017. So every single materials, flowers, leaves, and everything we sourced from local market, and we use local handicraft as decoration. And we didn't spend like big budget at all on this. So this is the same party. So as you can see, so it can be like semi-tradition or modern looking as well. And yes, and of course, I only flew in with my assistant, and we were like very sustainable. We flew in with I myself as a project manager. I brought in one assistant, and I flew in with me only a floral designer. Of the rest of the crew on site, we hire local people. So we support local community everywhere we go as well. So this is another example of how to turn sustainable into a stylish party in F&B. So this is the eco cocktail bar that I mentioned with. It's the concept that I co-created with two young talented persons. One is the head of Thailand Young Farmers Group. The other one is a very talented bartender. So we create this concept. We call it an eco cocktail bar. We use organic ingredients, locally sourced, and high quality alcohol and spirits. We try to use Thai spirits as much as possible, but everything else that we use on the menu, on the drink list, are organic and locally sourced. Also, the food is the clean cuisine. I work with the group called Thailand Young Farmers, and I have a group of young chefs who work under the theme of sustainable kitchen. And we use sustainable seafood, organic ingredients, and the food is healthy and clean. So I try to bring in this concept into every party for my clients. When they hire me to do events or parties, I will present this concept as my core. So if they decided not to go that way because they prefer some other thing, I can do it too. But this is my priority that I would present to my clients. And this is another party. I do a lot of parties in Chiang Mai. I love it there because yeah, this is another example, which is like a little bit beyond the one before, because we didn't spend money, almost like nothing at all, in buying materials. We use like dry leaves from the neighborhood, and we buy everything from local markets. We use local handicraft with the same flower designer. We support local communities. Like I said, we hire local people to work on site. And of course, for F&B, we go local, full on local. So we have like local vendors, at our party with a bit of our twist with decoration, so it can look really stylish. And of course, you see my eco cocktail bar at the party as well. See, so this is another project that we are proud of. Raw and Real team up with Thailand Young Farmers and Uncle Lee's farm. So we created an eco eatery and bar at the Wonderful 2018 in Pattaya, and yeah, we were one of their F&B venues at the festival, and it was a big hit. And yeah, I miss it. I miss the eco eatery and bar. And this is another collaboration with the Wonderful team. This is another point that I would like, before we go, I would like to point it out that, apart from being the content curator or objects curator, this is one of the area that I've been working on since I was with the big company, to work, to support, and to promote sustainability. We don't make a lot of money, so we need to survive as well, and to encourage these young organizations or companies to promote sustainability. We need to find them investment. I work as fundraiser. Actually, in short, I work as fundraiser for them. So I find sponsor for them so they can carry on with their mission. So with Wonderfruit in 2015 and 2016, I was part of their team, taking care of sponsorship management and doing the fundraising for them. Like for this project, we organized an artisan market at the Wonderfruit 2015, among other things. And we get the Tourism Authority of Thailand to support it, monetary supportive. So supporting. So we were able to curate and create this beautiful local artisan market at the fair to promote the sustainability. And this is also another project within Wonderfruit 2015. I did the same thing. I was the sponsorship management. I did the fundraising. We worked with SC Asset. SC Asset was very kind to support the construction of this beautiful bamboo pavilion that we have the Balinese bamboo architect working with us, and the interior decoration was mine. So the theme was the local tradition Thai way of living room, and using all local materials and local craftsmen around Pattaya area. And yes, and we did have a sustainable wedding at our bamboo pavilion as well. So it's a real wedding, it's not for show. So that's another long story, and one that's very dear to me. And this is the most recent project that I collaborate with a gallery at Erawan, Bangkok called Cameron Space. The exhibition is still ongoing, but due to COVID, the gallery owner decided to close it in May. And hopefully in June, she will decide to reopen the gallery because the exhibition is still there. It's the gift of art starting in December, and still it will run until the end of June. But right now the exhibition is by appointment. So if you would like to see, I can bring you in as a private tour. And this is another sustainable concept for art for me, because all the nine artists and designers that we call to collaborate, they didn't make anything new for us at all. I just told them that whatever you have in your storage, you haven't seen it in years, and you don't want to throw it away. So it might worth something for other people. So let's share it with us. And they were kind enough to bring in their best. Some of them, they brought their most favorite that they didn't want to sell, to show it with us. But of course, it's an art market, so it's for sale. Everything's for sale. See, like for example, this is some of the items that is still there, at the exhibition. And this brings me to not the last but not least, the future project that I'm working on right now that I like to mention. Like I said, because I believe in collaboration, I was looking at a new art space in Bangkok, which recently opened at the beginning of this year, just right before the third lockdown with the COVID. And this art space has a mission. This new art space has a mission. The gallery owner would like to. So what she told me is that the mission of this art space, or she's a very well established gallery owner for some 10 years, but she decided to open this art space, with a mission to address social issues and environment issues through art, which is very close to my heart. So I just started a meeting with her right before March. And we are doing some fine tuning in details that I will partner up with her to do some fundraising so she can carry on with this mission into the future and make it sustainable in a way. So hopefully after we all are vaccinated and you know and safe to and we all are feeling safe to go about doing our business in the outside world, we can move this project like forward faster, and you'll probably be hearing about it more soon in the future. That's it.
Rungsima, thank you so much for this presentation and for the commitment and the love that you have for sustainability and also for social causes and humanity. You have proved that transversal approach in life can bring a positive change to the communities and to people. And it's no more to say because we already reached the 30 minutes of conversation with you. Probably we can remove the PowerPoint.
Okay.
We can get
stop share, right?
Yes, perfect.
So,
And then we can be able to listen the last message from you to the new generations, for the people of today and for the future.
yes. Okay, my last message, let me think about it. Well, you know, for myself, I'm still going to keep on doing whatever I do, but the message, I think the message for anyone who care to hear is that I have a favorite word, which is a Greek word. Actually, it's meraki. I don't know if you ever heard about it. So meraki in Greek, it means leaving a part of you, not your hands or feet, but a part of you as passion, heart, or soul into everything, every work that you do. That's called meraki, and that's the when I learned about this word, it became my favorite right away, because that's what I've been doing for my entire life. You know, I like to say that if we decide to do something, just don't do it like halfway. Just go for it. It's all in there. You know, just be meraki.
Let me go to the gallery to say goodbye to you, and also we can wait on your friend, and we have to say thank you so much for the love again, the commitment, and the conservation of traditions, because that's what you're doing. You know, and when you respect your identity, you are able to respect the identity of others. So thank you so much, Rungsima. Keep shining, keep spreading the message of unity and diversity, and we will get together soon.
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Minnie. Thank you.
Thank you, Rungsima. Bye-bye.
Bye.
See you in 15 minutes with our guest from India. Her name is Manvi Gupta. She's a medical doctor and also a singer, composer, and producer. So she's our next guest for Women of the World, talking at Wanayran Alvarez Moving Cultures and the Cultural Stopovers. See you again. Bye-bye, Rungsima. Thank you. Beautiful.